Welcome back to 2DG, two douchey guys.
Two. Yeah, it's a hat.
Zombie. Okay, welcome back to 2DG, two douchey guys. All right, today we've got another beer review. At least what we call beer reviews.
We're young. To you two.
Yeah, and anyway. So, what do we got today?
We have Duschettes Black Butte Porter. Traditionally, I haven't been a huge porter fan, but I figure if I'm going to try to
Butte.
get into...
So anyway, some of you will get that. So anyway, go ahead.
No, by all means, you clearly want the spotlight.
They're out of where?
Bend, Oregon.
Deschutes, Bend, Oregon. Okay. And you traditionally...
Traditionally, I'm not a huge porter fan. It's a step down from a stout, generally more roasty and smoky. Haven't had a lot that I like either. So hopefully this breaks the streak.
All right. Well, let's crack it open and see. All right, so there it is.
Yours had a more viscous pour than mine, so he actually got some head retention.
I got better head than he's got. It is pretty dark, but it's not a black. I mean, you can see around the edge.
Yeah, around the edge it's red. You can almost see through it in the light.
Yeah.
So I'd say more of a dark red to brown.
But it is a Butte. Sorry. Pun.
Oh, we know. Anyway, let's
give it a sniff.
You ruined it. Thanks.
All right.
Just gave his glass a nose job. Tons of like bitter baker's chocolate in this. Just tons. A lot more. Yeah, just honestly insane. I'm not getting any coffee out of it, which is kind of unexpected. Just massive amounts of that chocolate. That's basically all I'm really getting out of it. Maybe a little dark fruit, but mostly just tons of chocolate.
There's dark fruit. I can vouch for that.
Well, we're glad.
You want to give it a taste?
Yes. Right at the front, a lot of chocolate, but also kind of a lot of bitterness, which is a little surprising. It also doesn't have the mouthfeel that I was expecting it to have. It's a lot more carbonated and thin than I thought it was going to be. The chocolate flavor is there. Like I said, it's not full-bodied enough to really carry it all the way. I'd say about 3/4 of the way you get that chocolate on the back end. It's kind of chalky, dry. Like I said, just thin though, not what I expected from the porter.
There's
almost a smoke.
Yeah.
Tad bit.
I was going to say a dark roasted coffee, just a hint, you know, back there. Tastes like a real dark, rich, bitter coffee at times.
I say a lot of bitterness in the back as well. But yeah, I think that mostly would have to do with playing on, like you said, the roastiness of the malt.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so let's give it a little rating then for the style, which was again porter.
Style, I'm gonna go 10. I've had a decent amount of porters. Like I said, none that were tremendously memorable. But this one, yeah, easily, I'd say probably tops the list for porters that I've had. Style, 10.
I think I haven't had as many porters, although the flavor is very familiar, so I've probably had more than I realized. But I'm gonna go. I'll go 9.5. I'll go 9.5 just because I want to.
What's the half not there? Are you going to be somebody that refuses to give?
I am going to be a little harsher on the 10. I'm going to keep hoping that magic unicorn's out there, something that's just going to totally knock me out.
It's a magic unicorn porter.
Okay, so I'll give it a 9.5, and like I said, that's strictly because I'm, holding out that. Well, number one, we haven't reviewed very many of these porter style, and
any in general.
Well, right. And I want to hold out hope that the magic unicorn's out there. It's going to be something that just blows me away.
Blows?
So, blows.
Blows you.
That's Spanish for blows me. All right, so let's get back to
overall.
Overall, what do you think? I mean, as a daily drinker, or where do you rate it in your
I give it an 8.
cellar?
An 8, yeah. I would drink it. I'd go out of my way to purchase this. Like if I'm walking down the aisle and I see it, probably grab it before a lot of other ones. But again, the mouthfeel for me just isn't what I want out of it. It is a little bit more thin than I was hoping. I also wanted maybe just more like a nuttiness to it, maybe a little more coffee. Like I said, dominated by chocolate for the most part in taste and aroma, but I like it, don't get me wrong. I just wish there was more to it than that, but yeah, I'm going to give it a solid 8.
I'll give it an 8 also because I think it's something that I could see drinking frequently. It's something that I could see, if I see it in the store, pick it up, and it's something I could see sharing with people. Trying to introduce people to a new style of beer. I think this is a really good example to do that with.
I found when you're maybe trying to convert people over from not having just we're going to be nice macro stuff, I found that if you use dark beers at first, because like Guinness is kind of a good bridgeway there, they're still massive but they're different. This is tremendously better than Guinness, but to me darker beers generally have more friendly flavor because you can associate it with chocolate or coffee or anything like that.
I would agree. Yeah. Familiar flavors are a good way to introduce people, and
this I think would be a good one too.
I think the same goes in the wine world. Everybody starts out. Well, a lot of people start out who don't really like to drink. They'll start out with that dessert wine and start moving slowly back to semi-sweet and semi-dry,
Moscato,
dry, and you work your way through it and learn to appreciate all the different styles. And I think this is a good way to get people off that adjunct lager style only.
Jump ship.
Yeah, well, not necessarily jump ship. Just to broaden your horizons. So overall, it was a good beer, and I'd recommend go out and get that. Go out and get the Duschettes Black Butte Porter. And if you're in Oregon,
you'll already get a lot of it.
If you're in Bend, Oregon, leave us a message below and send us whatever you want. 2DG.